up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Chris, and this is Bar None 11970. Thank you, as usual, for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. It is now currently 5:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November 23rd, 2016, and I want to share something with you, and I just want to show you the hypocrisy of people out there. And again, I want you to take emotion away. Just think of this in the common sense. Now, obviously, I'm about to show a little bit of a clip from someone else's video. So with fair use, I can only show a little bit, but the link is in the description below. So if you want to check out the whole thing, you are more than welcome to. But this person used to work for Bernie Sanders, and as you can see, lovely corrupt news network. They're interviewing this woman on the search for new leaders in the Democratic Party. And I want you to listen to what this woman says and tell me this is not racism and this is not hypocrisy. So here we go.
Telling those Bernie folks they just need to get in line and maligning Bernie Sanders. And that is not what we need. In my opinion, we don't need white people leading the Democratic Party right now. The Democratic Party is diverse, and it should be reflected as so in our leadership and throughout the staff at the highest levels, from the vice chairs to the secretaries, all the way down to the people working in the offices at the DNC. I think we need to have a robust discussion about this.
Okay, so listen to this once again.
And throughout the Democratic Party is diverse, and it should be reflected as so in our leadership and throughout in line and maligning Bernie Sanders. And that is not what we need. In my opinion, we don't need white people leading the Democratic Party right now.
Okay, so now I want you to think about that. This woman says, and I quote, "We don't need any white people leading the Democratic Party right now." Now, can anyone please explain to me how that is not a racist statement? Now, does she have the right to say it? Of course, just like everybody else. But I want you to think about this, and I'm not going to make this video long. Just imagine if there was a white person on that interview, and they turned around and said, "We don't need any black people running the DNC right now, the Democratic Party." What do you think the outrage would be with the media, with the liberals, with probably a quarter of the people on YouTube? The outrage that would be placed on that person. They'd probably end up getting fired or getting death threats and things like this. And this is where I have a problem. I mean, my thing is, and this goes with the whole Hillary Clinton in jail thing. Like I said, I want her in jail, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Whether it's too soon or not, that remains to be seen, and I'll be fine if I'm wrong. But this hypocrisy of where one group, the liberal side, can say how things are so wrong and how they want to have safe spaces and, you can't say certain things, and calling people who voted for Trump or like Trump as racists. For this woman to make that statement is the biggest form of hypocrisy. So I posted the link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself and listen to this. But like I said, if a white person turned around and said, "We don't need black people leading the Democratic Party right now," there would be outrage in the streets. But for some reason, a black woman saying we don't need white people leading the Democratic Party is okay. So it's either all or nothing. It should be neither is okay or both are okay. And we can't have it where you could just pick and choose your battles and say, well, what you're doing over there is wrong, but if I do it, it's okay because I'm in the right. No, that's the ultimate definition of hypocrisy. So I just wanted to see what's really going on in this world, hypocrisy, and people are okay with this because so many people are afraid to offend people. If you're going to stand up for rights, which is a perfectly good and noble thing to do, stand up for all rights. That's why when people say things like Black Lives Matter, of course they do, but so do everybody else's. And maybe we should say human lives matter, because we are, last time I checked, all human. That's debatable with some people out there. But the hypocrisy has got to stop. Racism is just like, for example, what this woman said. Labeling a whole group and saying they should not be leading. No, that makes no sense. How about the most qualified people should be leading, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their sex, regardless of their religion? And until we can grow up and get past stuff like this, we are going backwards in a really quick way. We are definitely not progressing anywhere that is going to make us a better country and a better world. It's sad. So, on to end on a higher note and a better note, and a more positive note, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate it or not. I want you to think about the fact that, you know, that there are good things in this world, believe it or not, and you can make good things happen. So if you are with your family, try not to argue with them, even if they want to argue. Try and see the good in people and just see things for what they are. Help somebody on the streets, help an animal. If you want to give thanks, instead of going shopping at midnight and buying a bunch of garbage on Black Friday, why not take some of that money and donate it to a charity? Give it to the homeless, provide it for an animal shelter that provides care for animals with no kill regulations, things like that. Donate some food to somebody that needs it. Call a family member or a friend that might be alone and show that you care. And that, to me, will take whatever the reason for the holiday is and turning it into something positive. So I want to wish everybody a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Please do not drink and drive. Be safe. Love one another. And I'll see you next time. So have a great night, and thanks for watching.